Abel was not made righteous by works, by the works of offering the right kind of sacrifice. And if you say that Abel's sacrifice was acceptable to God because it was brought by the right kind of sacrifice and Cain's was not accepted because it was the wrong kind, then what you have done is set up a scenario in which Abel was accepted because he did, which is the opposite of what this whole chapter is trying to do. It's by faith, by faith, by faith, and we're going to interpret it by saying, because of what he did. That's turning the actual gospel, that's a nuance that actually turns the gospel on its head and says Abel was saved by his works. When you say that it was by a sacrifice, when that's not anywhere in the Bible what is said. And here, we're talking about the faith of Abel. He was saved by faith, not by the kind of sacrifice. God did not accept Abel's sacrifice because it was blood. He did not reject Cain's because it was not blood. The reason had to do with faith, and we know that 100% because that's what the Bible says. The Bible nowhere says that God rejected Cain's because it wasn't blood. And the Bible nowhere says that God received Cain's because it was blood. We are making some typological assumptions by looking at the rest of the Bible and looking back and saying, oh, that's the reason. We're presuming something that the Bible doesn't outright say. So the reason had to do with faith. And that's why in verse 6 he says, without faith, chapter in Hebrews 11:6, without faith it is impossible to please God. Because the difference between Cain and Abel wasn't a work or wasn't a type of sacrifice, but it was faith and no faith. That's the difference.